Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raw Deal. That's right, it's our Monday show. We are here to talk about all the news that happened over the weekend. It's been a busy-ass weekend, folks. Jesus, it's been busy. And, of course, tonight is the final Raw before Money in the Bank, which means this is Kenny's Defense Week. But before we get into all that, it's me, the GRAG, Greg the Sum, Mongo to you, been bushwhacking since 92. And I'm joined by not one, but two co-hosts in all of our championships. And these two people right up here above me. First off, since he's not defending this week, we'll go ahead and get him out of the way. He is Matty Two Belts, the Intercontinental Champion, forever Intercontinental Champion, and the reigning Are You Fucking Serious Quiz Champion, Matty Reigns. How you doing, Matt?
What is up, UTR? What's up, Batty? I know you just got in the door. We give you some time to get your wine, girl. I ain't got a beer open yet. I ain't got a beer open yet. It was a Monday. Today was a Monday. Yesterday was a Sunday. It was a sad ass Sunday. And the way this Monday is started, it might end up being a sad Tuesday, depending on what WWE is doing. But I got a feeling I know what they're about to do. And like I told Greg, I'm gonna cry if it happens.
yeah. We're gonna get into it, unfortunately. Yeah. Also, before we get into that, they're also joining us. He is your reigning, defending Reggie Simpson. Throw him up, Memorial Predictions champion. He is Kendango, General Juanito Pequeño, aka Kenny. What is up, brother?
All his alter egos out here doing it big, because even Andrade, Kendango Almas.
Right. I'm doing it big.
All the Kennys coming up with dubs. What's going on, Kenny?
Exactly. What's going on, fellas? Missed y'all. Been a little under the weather. I'm still sounding like it a little bit. But getting a little bit better. Batty, what's going on? Kanisha, what's going on? Cookies! C&K! Gangs of Daggerlangs is in the building, baby. CK Cookies, let's get it, baby.
Jesus Christ. 3 more days of that. Just 3 more days of that. And what if it is? What if I want to be comfy in my house? What's wrong with that?
Right.
Thank y'all so much for joining us, whether you're on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook. We appreciate it. We got Cookies, Batty, Kanisha in the chat, and some others. Oh, my God. So, yeah, me and Kenny were out on Thursday. We were both down with some shit, and we're both feeling a little better. So thank you, Matt and Mike, for holding the fort down while we were gone.
No problem.
Right.
I had fun battling, like you said, the champ.
I know.
I had fun battling him.
It was crazy because it's like, damn, the one time I'm not on a Thursday show, I miss a chance to curse somebody out. And y'all know I love a good curse out. I love making people feel bad.
All the way down to the base.
Oh, God.
He wasn't just on the tip. He was all the way down to the base.
Oh, God.
And the guy apparently made like 3 other profiles to try to get.
He came back with 3 other profiles. Like, I wouldn't notice it was him. I would be like, yeah, that's nice. Bye.
Damn nut. Yeah, he was. That's exactly what it was. Hope you all had a good weekend. Cookies, hope you had a good weekend, brother. Chat. Unfortunately, today's going to be one of those days where we talk about some sad news.
Motherfuckers.
So let's just kind of get into it, and then we'll go over the rest of the stuff. R-Truth and Carlito both revealed yesterday that the WWE are not renewing their deals. Truth claimed he was released. Reports came out that they're just not renewing his deal, but I guess we'll know if he's still on the roster page, so that's probably what it is. But still, fact of the matter is, there's not going to be any more Truth on the show. No more Carlito.
When does his contract end?
I think it's coming up in the next month or so. He didn't specify, but it should be sometime this summer. So it's coming up. And I think Carlito said in 2 weeks. Their tweets pulled up here. So let me go ahead and.
I know, like when Truth initially put it out there, everyone instantly said, "Oh, that's funny." Like, stop playing.
Stop joking.
Stop joking.
Yeah.
And Sean Ross Sapp came up right behind him and said, "Oh, he's not playing. His contract is not being renewed." And we were all just kind of a collective, what the fuck? And we had maybe a good 7 or 8 hours to process that, and then it was Carlito's gone.
And the thing about it is, I'm gonna be honest. I was one of the few people, especially on this podcast, that when Carlito first got re-signed or whatever was appearing, I was one of the people that was like, "Why the fuck is he on my television?" Yeah. After about 2 weeks of Carlito on my television, my ass went from "Why the fuck is he on my television" to "Oh, Uncle Carlito was fucking amazing." This old dude is fucking hilarious. Okay? And R-Truth, I'm just like I've been saying them, you guys in the chat since we said it. I'm just hoping that them not renewing R-Truth's contract is just purely based on in ring. Like, hopefully he's going to be doing something backstage with the younger talent, teaching them how to do promos, teaching them how to, take advantage of camera angles, of moments, stuff like I hope that's what's happening.
Like, to see all the tributes that everybody gave out, like to see Kalani, Mello, like anybody, you even got KO. KO, he still ain't even got his neck fixed on, even cut on yet. But everyone made it known that Truth made them feel welcome. He always lent an ear. He always was a helping hand to further somebody's career, no matter what it was. And it's just like, why are you getting rid of somebody? And the only thing I could think of, and I said it in our chat, because it was like, I'm like, man, I'm sad he gone, but I bet y'all he was cool with Vince, and it ain't nothing against Vince. Vince was paying him probably more than what he should have been paid.
Yeah,
it probably came down to a dude. Like I just broke it down simple. We all love Truth, but Truth ain't stupid. He ain't about to take no pay cut.
Especially not when he has like a top selling merch.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not gonna take a pay cut. And somebody probably came to him and was like, "Truth, we love you, buddy, but you about 50,000 over what your budget should be."
Right. They probably looked at him like, you costing for what? For how often you wrestle, and for at your age, you are way over what we should be paying you.
Right. Like they probably, I'm gonna be honest, they probably wanted to offer him like a Legends contract. And he's like,
they probably hit him with a take it or leave it, or they just flat out said, "You know what? We just gonna let you go," and they letting him he just putting people over. And I feel like with Carlito, they just finally noticed, hey, this dude just been playing video games all the time.
Right. With Carlito, they realized they're like, this nigga ain't in no matches. He in the back looking at all the women. He fucking giving Dom fucking advice. Like
they noticed that Carlito didn't do nothing.
Right. They noticed that shit quick. Like this nigga ain't got no job. He the nigga on the couch. He ain't doing shit. Hey man, get your ass out of here.
They was like, why are we sending tickets to Carlito? Ain't he on a Legends deal? No, he wrestled. What? Oh no, we need to cut that.
Oh no, nigga, you got to go. Oh no, nigga, what is you do? What?
Listen,
oh.
Why's Carlito in catering? Is he here visiting? No, he works here. Huh?
I think the fuck not.
Was he here visiting? No.
I think the fuck not. He working.
Nah, that motherfucker has gear.
Day. No, not anymore. He's not.
But and here's the thing: there are people who are saying, and don't get me wrong, from a business aspect of it, I can understand why both men are leaving. Right. When you look at it as far as financially, now morally, and like what would keep your fans and your employees happy is another situation. You know what I mean? But this is part of WWE's. Each year we're making more money than we made than last year. Yeah, because you're getting rid of people and doing bigger shit and charging more for shit.
This is someone said it on Twitter. This is literally it's WWE. This is straight up TKO. This is the ass part of the merger.
Yeah, because like we said, like TKO brought over their fucking accountants and financial people and shit like that, and was like, yeah, we're gonna look over some of these records and see where the fuck this money is going and who's getting it. And they was like, whoa, what the hell is Iran killing? Him? Oh no, he got to go. This nigga is 55 years old. Oh, he got to go. Like, and
I really thought he would be someone. I really hope he's gonna get brought back in some capacity as a coach. Like they need somebody like him in the NXT.
And see, here's the thing. Like I told him, if they don't bring him back, I hope him and Uncle Carlito and another person that Matt is very worried about because he unfollowed WWE and took all his WWE stuff down, The Miz.
Right.
I hope they find success outside of wrestling. I don't want to see R-Truth in AEW. I don't want to see Miz in AEW. I don't want to see Carlito in AEW. I don't want to see these guys in any other fashion than something else of a form of entertainment, because I don't want my image of them to go down. And it's not the point of saying that they can't produce the work, but I don't want the last time I see R-Truth on my television, him being a bloody fucking mess because he done went through a table.
I don't think you have to worry about that with Truth. I think I don't even know if would AEW take him, just because like he's not the there's like no company that wouldn't be better if you have like Truth's mind there as far as like an entertainment aspect goes.
The only company, me and you said it, especially me. We started speculating. I'm like, hey, bring back the greatest TNA tag champions of all time, damn it. Team Pac-Man. We ready. Pac-Man Jones and Ron the Truth Killings? Yes. TNA could benefit from having you lost Scotty D. You can get a Ron Killing. You really could.
And we've been waiting for fucking R-Truth and Johnny Swinger to connect for how long, damn it?
That's true. Let's read these off first before you do anything else. So Truth says, I'm sorry to inform you all. I just got released from WWE. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you all for the love, support, and appreciation you have given me over the years. Thank you. The reaction to Truth's eventual release, when the contract's up, alone has been something that I don't think WWE expected.
That the whole locker room would speak out. That's what I don't think they. I don't think
it's a TKO type of thing, because it's like, oh, we weren't expecting this reaction. You mean basically like the locker room OG? That's like releasing Undertaker.
Yeah, it's just the truth thing really comes down to, and the Miz as well, if that ends up happening with the Miz. these are two guys where we're like, are they the best wrestler on the planet? No, of course not. But they're two people that really knew how to take advantage of any time they had on screen.
Right.
They pretty much took everything they had and ran with it.
I will say
And
this, Mongo. You said they're not the best wrestlers. I will say this: those are two of the best sports entertainers in the history of professional wrestling.
well, that's what this is the entertainment aspect. I don't think you can find better examples of, like, if you can't get over because of your wrestling, and this is in an era where like the fans crave the crazy in-ring action. You look at Truth and Miz as guys that didn't have that and didn't need to, because again, at the end of the day, wrestling is more about it's really always been more about that entertainment aspect of everything.
One of my favorite feuds is
Soap opera.
Yeah.
Was Miz versus Dolph. It was literally both of my boys, and they're two different styles. Like, Miz is sports entertainment. Dolph is a wrestler. He's a professional wrestler, but they told a story.
Yeah, and a good one.
Yeah.
And then with Miz and fucking R-Truth, those are two guys that you can literally say are good company men and are not only businessmen, but a business themselves.
Yeah.
You never heard about them in anything. They represented the company that they worked for very well. They were able to branch out into different venues and represent their company within those venues to bring eyes to their company. Miz on Dancing with the Stars.
Like, his career, like, when he came into the company, I didn't give two shits about Miz, because I'm like, I didn't watch The Real World, so I don't really care about him.
I did. I did.
Like, by the time he got so Cookies, I got up this morning and went on Facebook, and someone had posted saying something like, some wrestling page that said, The Miz has taken all the WWE stuff off his page. I'm like, let me actually go on his Twitter and check. And sure enough, I go on there, and it was just like he had unfollowed him, because he only follows like 500 and something people. So I was on the bus, so I could just scroll through real quick. And I'm like, yeah, ain't no WWE. There, he was following WrestleMania in the WWE like community affairs account. So he scrubbed his account of WWE, and he has unfollowed them.
Like, and most of the shit on his Twitter is that Top Golf.
Yeah. Like, in the last few weeks, he's started a YouTube page about golfing, and now all of a sudden, like, he's been announced as the host of American Gladiators. That man is probably about to be released, and it's unfortunate. He's had a great run, but like, as soon as I saw that, I said, now that makes all the sense in the world as to why he got murked on SmackDown this past Friday.
Yeah, looks like him and Mello were splitting.
Like, him and Mello had just put him in his place. Like, you know what? I don't really need your help all like that. And I'm like, is Miz about to turn on him? But then he got murked, and I was like, oh, he's just dead now. No, he's probably released. His contract is about to run out.
They pulled the TNA and really killed the nigga off.
Right.
The Carlito tweet is he was a little funnier about it. Yeah, because he only wrestled like what, 7 matches?
Right, like, he said I gotta pay them money back. That's what they talking to me about.
Like, my contract. He take that serious for a second. I was like, oh shit, for real? How do I can do that?
Apparently, what did she? Because like Scarlett said that Cross for a second was like, wait, what the fuck is happening? That's why his reply is like this, like, I got fucking had shit right here. My contract is up in 2 weeks. It will not be renewed. On top of that, WWE is demanding I pay back the money they paid me for apparently stealing money from the company. I've had my lawyers look into it. After reviewing the footage on Netflix for the past months, they've suggested I pay them back the money.
Because, nigga, you've been playing video games and eating candy.
Like, we've been paying you to play something you can do at home. No, give us this money back.
All jokes aside, gracias WWE and especially the WWE Universe. Los quiero mucho. I'll reappear again in another 13 years.
You know what?
Carlito taking it in stride as only Carlito can. He'll be fine.
Right. And Carlito was kind of like, honestly, he's like, y'all niggas got me. Y'all got me.
Y'all finally figured it out. Because when Kenny said, why the fuck is he here? I was low-key with Kenny because it's like WWE, Triple H saw that pop. Oh, they love some Carlito. Yeah, we gonna give them some more Carlito. And it's like, no, we didn't say we wanted more Carlito. We just didn't see him.
We're happy to see him, happy that he's okay.
To see him. Now, and then it's like, y'all wanted to pay him.
But much like Truth and Miz, Carlito has been a really fun part of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
He's like really. There's a point where like the Judgment Day, we were like, all right, okay, we probably got to give. Carlito joins like, why the fuck is Carlito here? And then Carlito just started like
being the drunk uncle
of them. Yeah,
being the drunk uncle that's at the family reunion. And
Dom showing those pictures that Liv sent on when he was in Rio.
Cool. That's cool. Like, right,
when Roxanne brought him nuggies and then Liv shows up and Carlito's like,
you can't be eating everybody's tendies, bro.
Can't be eating everybody's tendies.
like,
and then his thing with Raquel trying to like get that thing, like it's been funny. Like he's funny. It's funny stuff.
Like he was the perfect replacement to True.
Yeah. And it kept the group interesting. When there were points where we're like, all right, we can probably wrap this up pretty soon. Because we've been calling for the breakup for like almost a year at this point of this group.
Yeah.
And
ever since Liv basically came in.
We've been calling for the breakup for this once Rhea and Damian left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's almost time, and hopefully by this time next year we're not still doing the will they won't they bullshit with Judgment Day, but
they'll be street trash by then.
So so Truth fire or they're not going to extend his contract. It has angered so many people, not just fans but wrestlers and backstage officials and others so much that it's taken the company kind of off guard. I'm not saying they're gonna change their mind on it.
They're not gonna.
They're gonna pull a Drake Maverick and re-sign his ass.
What the fuck was his name? Drizzy Mav.
Drake fucking Maverick on his ass.
Drizzy Mav, baby.
We got so pissed off when they fired fucking Spud,
bro.
That they hired that nigga back in a week.
We were furious. Why were we so mad about that? We were furious. We were so mad about that.
The whole wrestling community.
What do you mean you fired Drizzy Mav? And then he was back. Jesus. Right. But no.
Then he got fired again. Remember, he got fired again.
That man got hired like 3 different times. It was really, he talk about finessing money out of a company. Good God. But
and he got that fine ass wife.
Right. That's why we were mad. His fine ass wife was pregnant, and they fucking fired her. And we were like, why the fuck you gonna fire a man about to have a baby? That man made that video crying. We were like,
and it happened during COVID. It happened right at the height of the pandemic.
And Vince was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. His wife was pregnant too. Yes, man. Oh,
but so the Truth thing has pissed off a lot of people, and I'm not saying they're gonna change their mind, but I won't be shocked because like
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, hold on. Let me finish a point. I've been trying to finish a point for the past 5 minutes. Truth, the Cena turning face at the end of this run is not going to feel as good without Truth somewhat being around when it happens. You know what I mean? Like they just did Truth Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event, and it was a whole issue, and it was a big deal. And
because it was
Now it
Truth
seems
versus his idol.
Now it seems more like it was just like, hey, here's your last big thing before we write you off. But
And then you got kicked in the nuts.
yeah,
And then he got murdered by Jeff Cobb.
and then Mateo beat his ass on Friday.
Right.
And like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I just, it's again, you said it before, like these make sense. Like Carlito barely wrestles, Truth barely wrestles. Sarah Logan revealed today she's gone. She doesn't wrestle at all. So like they make sense logistically. But that's why it feels like a TKO decision, not a WWE decision, because TKO looks at it like, oh, they haven't been in the ring for a while. Whereas from an entertainment aspect, where Kenny's like they're entertainers, you just got rid of one of the most entertaining people on the roster.
Right.
After like he just had one of his biggest moments in his career. It does feel like it, and that's why people are upset about it. Because
I don't blame them.
And then I think Fightful and even PW Insider are reporting that like, and even the newsletter are all like, there's a weird morale shift where they're like, if they can get rid of Truth right at this peak in his career, and he's done nothing wrong,
right?
They can get rid of anybody for anything. Because like it's also that he has consistently had high selling. Like that shirt he just had was a number one selling shirt for a little while. For like a few days.
Everybody we saw Ron Cena and it was like, well shit, I'll take that over. That's the sort of thing when they come out with stuff like that, really personalized for one type of like event, and it's something that's just for that moment, that's something you want to buy. Because it's like, hey, remember when he was Ron Cena? Like if they came out with something commemorating his 24/7 championship, I would probably be interested in that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, he'd go.
Realistically, the backlash that WWE is going to have to deal with is going to be from the Black community. They're going to see this as a move due to race.
I'll tell you, Ken, they already called Triple H racist.
All right. That's something that's gonna. Oh, Cookies! Yes, happy Pride! Happy Pride,
Cookies!
Happy Pride!
To Cookies and Batty and everybody else in the chat. Anybody that's part of that community, happy Pride! Hope you have a great month.
Right. They're gonna have to deal with the backlash from the Black community. That's Unk. Like you heard Matt call him that when we started this conversation. That's Unk right there.
Like they already call Triple A. They call him Triple K on Twitter at some points. They like literally be like Triple H. Like yesterday when all that happened, they was like Triple H doesn't see color, and it's like why? Because they consistently say, man, the Black people don't get booked well. They love to say that about Melo, and I'm like, Melo had to have.
Melo just showed up.
Melo had to have a shitty rookie year, y'all. In order, like you can't. NXT Melo was not going to show immediately on SmackDown.
Yeah, you weren't going to get main event World Champion Melo in his first month. Like you got to build up to it.
Right, and don't act like.
I can understand, like, yo, why aren't you booking the Street Profits? Why aren't you booking this person like this? It's like, come on, Triple H.
So they already got eyes on Triple H, and like we said, this probably has nothing to do with Triple H whatsoever. This probably literally has everything to do with TKO looking over their financial statement and seeing where they can cut costs to keep money. You know what I mean? That could be everything that it is, but the backlash of that is we don't have a face or a person to attach to TKO.
Right.
But he's
the representative, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, you either say it's Triple H or Nick Khan, but in the reality, y'all are right. It is probably a TKO decision, a board decision.
Right.
And that's why I like looking at it. We're like, yeah, matches, yeah, it makes sense that they don't wrestle much, so why would you have them on? But in every other aspect, it's a strange choice. Like in every other aspect of being a wrestler and being entertaining, and being marketable and everything that we've discussed. Truth checks every box. Miz checks every box. You know, that's where you're like, what the fuck is happening here? So I'm curious to see where else they're going to make cuts and make room. The Sarah Logan one is the one where we're like, yeah,
okay, bye.
Yeah. Because she hasn't been around doing anything. Like, she has not been around. Yeah,
like she was with the War Raiders for a little bit, but then she disappeared, and it's like, all right, that makes sense. You're gone, like, yeah. But Miz,
did she have another baby? Wasn't that it? She had another baby, right?
I don't remember if she had a second one or not, but I think the kid got her off TV initially.
Yeah,
I think they had another one. I think
another one that might have been what it is. And then, have you seen her statement? She's basically saying that she's cutting herself off from wrestling for the rest of she's done as a wrestler. Like, all right, well, it sounds like what you weren't going to be doing this anyway. So, like,
yeah, like I think you made like not even the point that she will not be missed. Like, she made her choice a while ago. She wants to live that Viking lifestyle that they live outside of the wrestling ring on a regular day basis.
Thank you, Betty. That's what I was like. She won't be missed.
Yeah.
Her racist.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? She is that hat she had? And
yeah, she had on a hat.
Like,
she had on a hat, and she.
I think a thing that Kenny always we talk about today, like someone's got to teach social media ethics,
and that could be fucking Miz
and Truth could do it.
Because her ass did something. She was under her little Sarah Logan account, and this was when she was off, and she had on some hat, and she was commenting on stuff and liking junk, just like Lacey Evans. And it's like, oh, that's how you feel. It's like one thing. It's like, yeah, it's one thing is an accidental like, but you commenting and it's like, oh yeah, you making it known. You got the gear that you basically saying you don't fuck with people like me. So,
dear wrestlers, if you want to have, and you absolutely do have the right to free speech, to believe what you want to believe, whether I believe it's intelligent or not, but you can do what you want. If you decide you want to voice this on social media in some way, here's a tip. Your wrestling handle and the company you work for should not be where you put personal stuff. How about you make another account under a different name?
Private that shit.
Private. Only people who can follow you are people that you confirm. And the only people that should be on that list are your actual friends.
And
your family.
And
right.
You know,
y'all know how I feel about that, because remember that whole once I mention this, y'all gonna be like, oh shit, because that's how I was feeling. Remember when old boy got all cool with Lacey, and then he was like, oh yeah, I'm friend with her on Facebook. Don't you even try and share not near a thing in our group from her personal account. Because when he told us that, I decided to just like, let me actually look at this. And I saw Bianca.
It was it.
Yeah. I saw Bianca's personal. I was like, nope. I was like, I don't want to see this. I don't need this. I'm like, that's too personal. I don't need to be friends with her on Facebook. If I'm friends with somebody like that on Facebook, that's just some random ass shit. That I'm not that much of a fan that I need to be No. And it's like, hey, because Kenny knows what I'm talking about. He would share stuff from her account. I'm like, dude, I don't know. No.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. That was
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who it is, but yeah.
Anytime he would post it, I would be like, delete.
Delete
Because I
it,
know anybody, because somebody is going to get curious and be like, oh shit. Nope.
Got nipped in the butt real quick, man.
Like that's just like when they speak out, because I saw Rhea said it a few months back. Somebody sent some fan mail or something to get signed to her personal address. How the fuck you get her personal address?
Yeah. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't know any of these people. No, absolutely not. They don't owe you that at all. They don't owe you a goddamn thing.
Right, but on the other hand, wrestlers, stop being fucking dumb. And
that too.
Stop doing your personal business under your work handle where everybody can see it.
And then getting upset when it causes a problem with your booking. You're like, that's on
you, dummy.
We just talked about Jasmine in NXT because of her dumbass boyfriend and her fucking laugh.
Get away with this. His name is Chris Jericho.
I was gonna say Logan Paul, but Jericho, yeah, that works too.
Jericho was literally the only person who could get away with it because he decided to do all his dirt when AEW was getting started.
A long ass contract. But yeah, so my question is, does the crowd tonight react?
Truth getting chanted.
You think Truth's getting chanted?
Oh, hardcore. We want our truth.
Missing.
We want our truth.
Yeah, the backlash on this is something that I have not seen. It wasn't this bad when Bray got released. Remember when Bray got released and everybody was like, what the fuck? How? What happened?
Right. I think everybody knew Bray was coming back. That's why they did that.
Yeah, well,
I think
he was still young and he'll come back at a certain point. Truth's in his 50s. We kind of all expected Truth and Miz to wrap up their careers in ring and get Legends deals and then go be coaches. That's pretty much what we expected to happen. Or they'll be on-screen presenters, or because they're great at it.
Yeah.
So they would age out of wrestling, but still be become managers.
But Matt kind of hit on the head with the contract thing. Truth, and it really was just, we're paying this guy a lot to not wrestle. And so he might get a new deal that is less. And like Matt said, if he don't want a fucking pay cut, then he doesn't want a pay cut. And I guarantee you, he can make bank doing anything else, going anywhere else.
This man is a rap star.
Yeah, he legit. He puts out music legitimately. It's so they're all going to be okay. It's just weird. It's weird that it happened. Let's get into some other stuff that happened over the weekend. SmackDown was interesting.
Yeah.
Naomi and Bianca had a pretty fun segment where Naomi promised. First off, she broke into Bianca's parents' house.
First of all, we ain't gonna skip past my baby Bianca and that.
In the orange and the balls colors.
Oh yeah, the one time I loved the Vol Army. Knoxville, Tennessee.
It was
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It was her coming out in the Vols code, returning to Vols Nation, and got a good pop and reaction. Naomi comes out trying to, the last time we were really happy together was you and me, B. And Bianca's like, Naomi, you caused this problem. This is your fault.
You did it. You did it, Naomi. And then
then she's like, well, I tried to call you, didn't answer, so I went to your parents' house and no one was home. All right. And then I went inside the house and I looked at your little picture book. Are you a serial killer?
Yeah. You should be in jail, man.
Right. As far as I'm concerned, you just admitted to committing a crime. What's that video I always say when my man does he dancing? You going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. Like,
Get into the crowd. I would be like, officer.
hello?
On the caution tape, just wrap this up. She gone, y'all. Somebody got to take her spot. Oh, look at that. It's a spot in the triple threat. Oh, I can take that.
It was, I mean, Naomi has lost her mind in a pretty fun way. Yeah, Batty, like, yeah, broke in, so what?
She must have had Jacob standing outside. That's the only way
after this segment, we get Naomi versus Jade versus Nia for a spot in the Money in the Bank. Really good match.
That match was absolutely excellent because you know what? I think that was one of the few times where Naomi, Jade, and Nia were actually able to use almost all of their force and not have to worry about hurting someone.
Yeah. Nia hit one of the nastiest annihilators.
Oh boy.
Not as bad as it was on live, but like
she is so good.
Yeah, I thought she killed Jade, and then Naomi rolls her up out of it to
shout out to Jade. Shout out to Jade Nipple trying to jump out every minute in that match. Good.
Shout out to Jade and her selling. She ain't got good.
Dude,
hey, she's learning.
Bro.
She is improved.
She's getting better. She's getting a hell of a lot better.
She was holding her head. I was like, wait, did Nia land on her head? Oh fuck, did she get a concussion? And she's fine. Like, oh. God damn! All right, fair enough.
Okay, you learning how to sell. Good job, girl. Like
Nia,
she took ass whoopings in that match, and she sold her ass off.
And you
Nia,
know what?
But it's again another Nia like having another one of the better matches of SmackDown this year because that's like the third time Nia has had a match of SmackDown. Like, that's one of the best matches this show has had on TV.
UTR's woman, wrestler of the year, women's wrestler of the year. Where's she going?
Listen, and the thing about it is too, you know how I used to complain about Nia getting rolled up and losing to like Alexa Bliss and stuff like that because their roll-ups didn't look believable.
But it was also like it's like a 4-minute roll-up, and you're like, what the
right?
Fuck? Yeah.
Naomi folded Nia ass like a goddamn envelope.
She did.
So I was like,
she caught her when she thought she was safe. Unbalanced. It worked. It worked. No, it was a great match. Naomi
Nia is a hefty, juicy, wonderful woman. And plain and simple, when you fold it up and you got weight on you, it's gonna take some time to get the fuck back up. You're gonna need longer than 3 seconds to get the fuck back up.
Your equilibrium, you are done.
Right.
But it was good. Naomi gets the win. She's going on to Money in the Bank. Absolutely should win Money in the Bank. I don't think it should be anybody else but her. I don't see anybody.
You might as well win it.
Yeah, I guess we'll start our season in July or something. Shit.
Yeah, if we even have one at this point.
Javon Evans makes his SmackDown debut. Ethan Page with the belt on commentary. That crowd knew who he was. That crowd knew and they loved his shit too. He hit that fucking like bounce into the rope rebound kick that he does. And that crowd, oh shit! Like
I was over here like a proud big cuz. Like, yes, HBK has sent my little cuz over to the main roster real quick. I was not expecting this. And to see them actually know who he was and Joe Tessitore going crazy. Like, man, when Ethan Page interfered, he said, but Javon Evans was showing out. I said, yes, he was. You can watch him on Tuesday.
Yeah, they of course lost to Los Garza, but it was not they just got beat.
Nah, it wasn't, man. That fucking finisher Los Garza got is nasty, bro. I was like, okay, Humberto. Okay, Berto. I said, look at that.
They're great. They're great wrestlers.
Kenny Garza out here. You trying to get my respect back because I had you sitting in the back burner for a little bit. Okay.
Like, they did a great job. I don't know what Adam Pearce is doing, But I'm just saying right now, what is happening is why you always say your ass needs to get fired. Because they just backdoor piloted Ethan Page and Javon Evans onto the main roster, and they're still on NXT. So when they eventually get called up, Adam Pearce, you better get one of the two. You need to be getting two of the two. Because the way they do it, that's how they always end up on SmackDown. Because Nick Aldis is letting it's the land of opportunity. Bro, you got to make Netflix something.
You know what it is? I understand what's going on with SmackDown right now. WWE isn't as stupid as we think. It's summertime. Getting people to be inside at 8 o'clock on a Friday night when it's still fucking daylight outside. Like, none of us have on lights in our house right now because we're all using natural sunlight because it's still light outside. So to get people to still be in their house to watch TV at 8 o'clock on a Friday when it's 82 degrees outside or something like that is hard as fuck. So they're like, you know what? We got to make this fucking show interesting. Monday is not a problem because you coming home from work, there's nothing else to do except watch TV. So you're going to get what you get on Monday. Plain and simple. But Friday, they're going to have to work hard to keep your fucking attention. So they're like, you know what? We're going to throw a little bit of everything. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of everything on Friday just so we can get y'all buzzed enough. Just so that way, even if y'all do go out, y'all go to a bar and might fuck around and say, hey, throw on wrestling real quick on one of the bar TVs. Because I know I've done it. I've gone to like Applebee's and shit and been like, yo, could you do me a favor and throw on USA real quick?
Oh, yeah.
And next thing I know, I'm watching wrestling. So.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
Yeah. And they're, you know, it's working. Also, Andrade, like we said earlier, Andrade did advance thanks to some issues regarding the bloodline. He faced Jacob Fatu and Mello, and Fatu got distracted and kind of set the floor after Big Jim comes in and stops Jason Mateo from interfering. Andrade plants Mello with a message, so Andrade's in the Money in the Bank.
They knew better than to let fucking Jacob take that bid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And we got, you know, more teases about like what's going on with Tiffany and who's going to go after that. And Alexa Bliss kind of giving Tiffany like, hey, you know, don't worry about Naomi, worry about me winning it, which isn't going to happen.
They better fucking not.
We got Cody, Jay, Logan, and Cena, and I hate giving this man credit because I fucking hate him. But god damn it, Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul was low key spitting facts.
He's good at this, man. I hate that he is.
He really is.
It hurts me.
He had hurts me. John Cena, he was ready to fight. John Cena was like, no, let's go. I'm like, bitch, fight. To them, be out here talking about something you don't want to fight. You can get released too, since they out here firing all true. Shit. We can end this retirement, this farewell tour early. Vacate that home since you don't want to fight. Jonathan Cena.
What was it that Cody said about the Peacemaker?
Oh, you want to go?
Jay,
you want to shine as Peacemaker?
Peacemaker in the back, yeah.
Jay almost lost it. Jay had to turn around. It was like watching the old Bloodline footage when Sammy was there. Jay had to drop the mic, turn around, hand on the face.
That's why he wearing shades.
Right. That's because my man Jay is high. Let's be realistic. All right. Jay be high as fuck. And you gonna say some shit like that? You know Jay wanted to hop on the mic and be like, hey, yo. You know he wanted to do that.
Bro, it's I'll be honest with you, none of those. In fact, none of the fucking Bloodline can really keep a straight face because Solo
bro, that little dance he was doing.
those little like tiny legs.
Oh, I was hollering at
Cracking
that,
up.
bro.
But backstage, so yeah, Mateo faces off with Truth. Backstage, Truth runs into the bloodline. And he goes, Solo, who is this? I've never seen him before. Is he your son? He's a little husky, isn't he? He's kind of chunky.
Yo,
Solo went
what?
like he was using all the muscles in his face to hold that smile, but he was just like he couldn't do it.
And fucking Mateo. Yeah.
He a little husky.
Yo.
I just thought of the King of the Hill episode when they told Bobby he was husky.
Oh yeah. I'm going to the big boy store. No, it's just for husky individuals. Oh man.
Me and Greg, Kenny don't know about that because he been always slim. Me and Greg, we have all had that realization we're fat when we go to husky.
Yeah.
No, hold up,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Third and fourth grade, a nigga was in the husky section.
A little chunky?
In Sears, all right? I was in the husky section in Sears in third and fourth grade.
Like, what is husky?
When you're not quite a grown ass man and you're not a little fucking boy no more, but that's what that shit is.
My mom would take us. We'd be at J.C. Penney, and she getting the Arizona brand, and I'd be like husky, and I'd be like, "What is husky?" And then I watched King of the Hill a few years later. I'm like, "Oh, that means fat."
Oh, they call me fat.
I'm like, I know I'm fat. Y'all can just put fat on there. They ain't gotta say husky.
Y'all can just say I'm fat. I know I'm fat. I got titties. It's fine. It's okay.
Husky.
I was an 8-year-old. I was an 8-year-old with C cups. I get it. It's fine. It's okay. All right.
You can call fat on the playground. You can put fat on it.
Right. They don't call me fucking husky on the fly. They ain't that boy move.
Don't half-ass the statement. Say it with your chest.
Right.
Yeah, we saw about John Redcorn. Yeah, that's the same.
Try to give us respectfully fat husky.
Like a hate crime during Pride Month. That shit's disgusting. That's a shame. Really rest in peace.
Rest in peace, John Redcorn. I can't believe you dead, man.
That sucks. It was a sad. When we heard it happen, and then today, like the news, his husband said, "I'm like, God damn, this sucks. This just, it's awful."
How can you hate John Redcorn, man?
It's disrespectful. So yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace to him. Just SmackDown was all right. You know, had some highs, had some lows. Before we get into Raw, let's talk real quick about probably one of the reasons they're trying to save some money. Mariah May is officially removed from AEW's roster page. She is on her way to WWE, and
better be going right to the main roster. The main roster is getting ridiculously loaded now with women.
Yeah,
it is, and we know that AEW would have paid an arm and a leg. So Mariah May coming here is another thing, or it's the Stephanie Vaquer situation where like she would have made more money at first in AEW, no doubt, and she probably would have made more money in general in AEW. She wanted to go to WWE. Some wrestlers just want to. That's the dream. Where Kenny has said it before, it's like Ringling. It's like Barnum and Bate. Like you want to go to
the big
top thing, and that's and some wrestlers, their goal is to go there. The Lucha Brothers, that was their dream,
right,
to go there. So May.
I'm excited. I'm salty she's not staying in AEW, but I'm excited to see how she's going to be presented. I'm excited to see where she goes. I'm just excited overall because this is a really, really brand new name. Like, they haven't said anything about Jordan Grace yet about being on SmackDown, but Steph Kerr, we know we're going to be looking at her ass tonight. We're going to preview her.
Yeah. She's coming to Raw. Jordan's going to SmackDown. I don't even know where Mariah would go. I mean, main roster. You don't need to go to NXT, but like
that's what I'm like. She can't go to NXT, but and then you're getting Mariah May. You got Mariah May, Julia, Roxanne, and Steph Curry, Jordan Grace, all on the main roster. You still got a returning like Asuka on the way. You just got Alexa Bliss back. You just got Charlotte back.
Like you're about to call up Zarya. You're about to call up Kalani. You're about to call up Lash.
Yeah.
Like it's like Charlotte is really out here looking like her daddy now. Being the OG. She's really
being the hater.
Vision now.
Y'all want to see him like, and what if we did?
What's the problem?
We just saw Tony and her make out on pay-per-view. We've been watching them grab each other's asses for the past year. What if that's what I wanted to see?
Right.
What if?
Fucking
if they're willing, if they want to do it, let them do it. I'm not here to yuck their yum. You know, I'm not trying to rain on their. If they want to do that and enjoy each other's company in front of a camera, who are we to judge?
Not one bit.
And what is wrong if we record the footage? What's wrong with that?
Why we eat
save it into my file titled "Don't look at this." What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong.
Not a damn thing.
I was
right, damn it.
I was working a collision Saturday at 3 in the goddamn morning, and fucking.
Wait till you see what you got to do for Dynamite,
brother. I'm hoping I don't have to do shit for it. And I was like, what was Mina's nickname? And I was like, it's the Glamour. But I couldn't remember it. So I looked up, I Googled Mina Shirakawa nickname. And I forget that her official nickname in Stardom was the H Cup Goddess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anytime people are like, why did AEW so focused on sexual? That's not AEW. That's just how she is.
Right. She was all about the nitties, baby. She's about the big old titties.
She got blessed with something that most Asian women don't have.
She took advantage of
her, Mariah and Tony. They just like to show off,
lick each other. Damn it, and it's wonderful. Shit.
Mariah won't be doing that in WWE, obviously, which is a shame. But you know,
well, we don't know. We don't know because I could damn sure see her doing that to Liv.
So should we, since we know she's showing up, well, we know she's on the way. Should we expect to see her in a few weeks or next month or whatever?
I don't.
I'm gonna be honest.
She could show up tonight. Her contract 6 months.
They gotta have something to be able to fight against Beyonce. They might as well put Mariah May.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that they might have her chill out in the PC for about 2 months. They are really on some, let me see what the fuck you can do before we put you on television since we spent all this money on you. Especially people coming directly from AEW. Like, Ethan Page lucked out because he was on TNA before, so they already knew, and they already had a name for him or whatever. You know what I mean? But people coming directly from AEW, they like, let me see what the fuck you can do first to make sure you know you won't kill yourself.
And then they kind of made a thing of like kind of crowning AEW people champion.
Yes, cookies.
It's stuff like that makes me question if Cookies is like fully gay. you might be bi. I don't.
Either way, happy month, my brother.
Happy month. Oh God. But yeah, no, Mariah May. I like Matt said, this woman's right. Even though they just like fired so many people, we were upset. I was upset about a few of those specifically, but it is loaded. The tag division sucks, but the women's singles title divisions are loaded.
They need to throw a bomb on that division. Just blow them belts up.
Yeah.
I don't even know the purpose of that no more.
And there is none.
Like,
they're holding them belts. They're holding them belts at this point for the Kabuki Warriors to win them.
But my whole thing is this: like, the tag belts were honestly what y'all gave us because we knew the women should have mid-card belts. Like, we ain't giving y'all mid-card belts. Here's these tag belts. But guess what? You gave us the mid-card belts now. We don't want these tags.
Right.
Take them away. Y'all ain't even got tag teams to have them.
There is no need for a fleshed out women's division because you don't, even though you do, you have no tag teams to support a tag division in the women's, like in the women's
right.
division.
You have too many single superstars who can flourish as single superstars and who are doing that for you to be making makeshift tag teams out of them.
Because when those single superstars win the tag titles, we're already waiting on all right, when are they breaking up? What's about to happen?
Right. Who's going to get the opportunity that the other one didn't? And how is this going to cause the breakup? Like, you got too many good single female superstars for you to make makeshift tag teams for them. And the two, 3 tag teams you had, you either got rid of both of them or you fucking broke them up. You had Meta Girls. You had Party Girls. Like, at least that was somebody.
Had the Goth Girls, had Chemical X.
Right.
Yeah.
That were becoming a really good tag team. Like, you had a fucking Unholy Union. Like, you had tag teams, and now you just don't. And oddly enough, AEW, who promised women's tag belts before they even had the first Double or Nothing, they could make a tag division right now because they have tag teams.
Right.
They have tag teams with nothing to grab. So at least, God forbid they have another belt, but like they could do it because somebody has to do it. TNA's tag division is ass, and they were relying heavily on WWE's tag division to kind of prop those belts back up, and now half those teams are dead. So, what's the point? Let's talk about Raw, and then we can get on out of here. Raw tonight, we have 2 Money in the Bank qualifiers. We've also got I think this is a number 1 contenders match. The War Raiders take on Judgment Day, 2-on-2. Yeah, New Day and the Creed Brothers and the Raiders were in that tag match last week, and the New Day won to retain the belts. So this is another hey, maybe the War Raiders get another shot. You remember when the War Raiders first came back and we were like, about fucking time, and it took them no time to kill this group.
So they put them in a fucking feud with New Day, and New Day didn't do shit with their heel turn. So we didn't
really did much with that heel turn.
So we didn't give it. So we don't give a shit about New Day, and unfortunately, when you in a feud with the crowd or with people who don't give a shit, they're not gonna give a shit about you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like they got the shit end of the stick because of who they got paired with in a feud. And it's not like New Day is the wrong people to be paired with in a feud. They just
there was no reason for us to hate New Day anymore because they let that moment pass.
Yeah.
It should have been the most nuclear heat getting tag team against one of your most dominant duos. Like, it should have been a massive thing, and it just wasn't. I'm gonna be honest, raw booking is bad. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
They should have gotten that tag title shot. They should have been on a run, and in the middle of that run, they could have turned on. That would have been them turning on Big E because they've already been doing heel tactics, and this was y'all think we bad now? Wait till we do. See what we about to do to Big E? Yeah, we don't need you. Fuck you. And then the next week, it'll be they're already the number 1 contenders. Y'all thought y'all hated us just now. Wait till we win the tag titles, and then when they win, that booing would have been expected. We didn't really care when they won at WrestleMania. It was a nice WrestleMania win, but pretty much when they come out there, we don't care. We didn't care before they got the title. It's an ass run just because of the execution of it.
Right.
And Cookie's hits the nail on the head. Raw booking is bad. Raw is it's a chore for it to be 2.5 hours, but
it went from one of the best things going to
Netflix.
Yeah, like it's been rough since it's been on Netflix. It really has been, and
Yeah.
SmackDown, despite it being 3 hours and now permanently being 3 hours, it's a fun show. SmackDown's
Brilliant.
fun. We got the last two qualifiers. After these, we'll have the full list of Money in the Bank contenders. We got Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan and Ivy Nile in a 3-way. Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, and Naomi are already in this one. So let's see. What is Alexa Bliss, a face or a heel? I would say face. Face, right? Face. So heel. So we have 2 faces, 3 heels now. So if we go by the logic of trying to even that out,
it's going to be an NXT. It's going to be heavy NXT Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Yeah, Stephanie should win this.
Yep.
The men have Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, and Andrade. And the match tonight is CM Punk, AJ Styles, and El Grande Americano.
Well, I know who's not winning.
Right. We know El Grande.
El Grande is going to be working double duty on Saturday, but no, he's not.
Kingo going to interfere in that match.
Yeah. Because isn't Worlds Collide the same day as Money in the Bank?
Yep. Yeah.
So
it's just
clearly someone isn't going to be able to be there. So yeah, either AJ or Punk, and I would assume AJ.
Yep. So that way Punk can come in and stop Seth because it's his job to stop Seth to make sure Seth doesn't win.
Yeah, Seth's guys probably might even interfere and stop him from winning this match, and then
right.
Yeah. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso take on Braun and Bronson.
Because Jay needs a warm-up tag match before his main tag match was his other best friend. Also
because Sammy needs a new rib broken. That's what this matchup is about.
Sammy keeps getting his ass kicked for no reason.
Sammy he should have took the fucking deal.
500%. I'll be honest with you. My appreciation for Sammy went down a little bit when he just made that dumbass decision and like, bro, just go.
And
just
now look at you. Now look at you. They beating the chest hair off of you, nigga. That's what the fuck is going on.
How many times does Braun have to spear you in half before you realize I shouldn't be on Raw right now?
Speared you out your Reebok.
That didn't make him realize it.
Also, shout out Carlito for selling the best spear from Braun, of course. He
got to die. That's what's got to happen.
Dart.
He got to spear that man off a ladder or something for him to realize, like, oh, maybe I should be on SmackDown.
Sammy, just go to SmackDown, buddy. Just go to SmackDown,
bro. Just damn.
It's okay.
I won't see you hurt, bro. Just go.
Live to fight another day. Live to fight another day. But that's going to do it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow to get y'all ready for NXT and talk about Raw. Tomorrow, Trick defends the NXT Championship against Mike Santana.
Whoop, Santana gonna lose.
The TNA Championship?
Yeah, sorry, TNA Championship. Yeah.
Oh, right. Santana? Yeah, they ain't giving Santana that belt just yet.
Not yet. No. That'll be Slammiversary for sure. You can follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/undertheringpod. To go there, give us a little like, a follow. You'll know when we go live Mondays through Thursdays, Monday through Wednesday, 6-ish, and Thursdays, 9-ish. We do Saturday shows every now and then if there's a TV show to talk about. We just wrapped up our Last of Us Season 2 reviews. You can go find those on our YouTube channel.
Sunday was so boring with nothing to watch.
Bro, you ain't kidding. You can also listen to those on wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Spotify, Apple, what have you. We're all there. Go listen to us. If you haven't watched Last of Us, maybe listen to us after every episode, a little cleanser. And then, we'll be back in a few months. There's some show coming up soon we're going to have to do. I can't remember if I think it's Vampires is coming. Is it Vampires?
I think it's Vamps.
Okay.
I think Vamps is coming back July.
There it is. Oh, my God. Can't wait. You can also get us at Linktree and Fingertip to get our personal profiles and social media. Linktree and fingertip / Under the Ring Pod. Go to either one of those, and we will be there. I am at Greg Bush SK on Twitter and just Greg Bush on Blue Sky. We've got your reigning, defending Reggie Simpson Memorial Predictions champion, Kenny at Rock Ravens 44. We've got Mike Ciampa, aka Mike Jones, at Mr. Freshbeard.
Boo.
Our double champion, the Are You Fucking Serious quiz champion, the forever Intercontinental champion, Matty Reigns. Matty 2 belts at The Right Answer.
Boo.
We have Tito, our street team captain, at Borea Maliente. And last but not least, our good friend and Florida Gator, Justin Devontae.
Go Gators.
Folks, have a fantastic Monday night. We will see y'all tomorrow. And remember, do the dance.
All the way, baby.